What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And if you guys saw the post that we made on YouTube last week, I sent a little question thing out and I asked you guys if you guys want to see some of my in-person autograph cards, and you guys all said yes. There's an overwhelming amount of responses saying yes to that, so I figured we might as well do it. Let's get into it. So today we've got this massive box here. Now, I don't know if we're gonna go through this entire box, but we may this might be a three-part video, might be a two-part video, who knows. But today we're gonna for sure go through at least one row. So without further ado, let's get into it and let's check out some really cool signed cards from my personal collection.
All right, so here we go. Starting off, we got the first stack right here. I'm just pulling from the box. And a lot of this stuff is going to be Minnesota Twins cards. I am pulling from my Twins box, but there will be some other stuff mixed in here. So make sure you stay around. There should be some really interesting stuff. Starting off right here, how about Byron Buxton on a Topps Chrome 1989 throwback Mojo refractor right here. That one looks great with the paint pen. And we're not going to talk about every single card in these videos. We'll kind of flip through, but I will talk about some of my favorites, which is including this one. This might be one of my favorite Minnesota Twins cards that I've ever gotten signed. Got the gold minted refractor of Carlos Correa right here. This one I got signed in spring training of this year, 2025. And it's just by far one of my coolest cards. These are like case hit short prints. They're not numbered, but the rumored number on them is like 10 to 25-ish cards. So who knows if that's a super rare card or not, but still really cool. And then just another Buxton right here. One more Ginter from Buxton. That was from a private signing. It was a free private signing at a Cub Foods a couple years back. Then as we go through the rest, we're getting some bad glare here, but I'm just going to pull these to the side. We'll go one by one. All right, Carlos Correa next up right here on this one. And this was sealed at one point, but as you can see, I cracked it. And it was numbered out of 25, and Carlos hit it with a beautiful autograph. So don't have a ton of Carlos Correa in my collection, but really, really fortunate for the ones that I do have. But yeah, just really fun stuff right there. And as we move through the list right here, this next one is going to be all one player. So here we go on this one. Starting off, you got Justin Morneau on the 2006 Topps Chrome Black Refractor. I think these are numbered as like 549 right there. Really, really cool card. Another spring training addition to the collection. You got not one, not two, but three Torii Hunters. You got the short print right here. This is from 2018 Topps. That's like an image variation short print. Love that one. I always love the dugout shots. Really cool one from the Oakland Coliseum right there in the back, as you can see. And then you got 1952 Topps Heritage right here and 1953 Topps Heritage. So something I might slowly work on for Torii over the years is do his entire Heritage run from 52 all the way through whenever he retired in 2016, I want to say that was. Maybe, I guess he was still playing in 2018, but yeah, we'll just do that through the rest of that. And then got another Correa right here, really cool. Got this one signed on Father's Day 2024, Stadium Club. I was the only person in the stadium that had to get him, so that was pretty cool. And then now back to some more Justin Morneau. We'll just grab a stack and kind of go through. One of my childhood cards. This is a card that I bought at a card show as a kid. And this one is just so cool. You got the pinstripe on it, as you can see right there. Got this one signed on my trip to Cooperstown to see Joe Mauer get inducted into the Hall of Fame. And Justin was actually on my flight back. So it was an early morning flight. I kind of looked over my shoulder and he was right there, standing right next to me, and was able to get him on two cards. So got him on this and one other card. I think that'll show up just a little bit later. I'll say the other card, but this one right here is from Twins Caravan. Still need to get Joe on it at some point. Would be a really cool dual jersey card. And then after that, we got, this is from opening day of this year, 2025. Got that one signed as he was opening the gates at Target Field. How about a 1964 Topps Heritage right there? Beautiful card. Always love getting Heritage. 63. That is 56 Topps Heritage. This is actually another one from opening day this year. Really nice card. Love the patch on it. And this one right here is the other card that I got signed from Justin Morneau on my flight back from Cooperstown, New York. So really cool to get that one. Loved getting two of those 1962 Topps Heritage ones. Then we're still just going down, 1961 Topps Heritage. And if you're catching my drift here, I'm kind of slowly working on the Justin Morneau Heritage run. Don't have the 1960, but we'll skip to 1959 right here. Awesome card. 1957, another cool one right there. Always love getting those. How about 1954? This one was signed recently at Twins Caravan in last January. So that was really cool. And then something that I've slowly started picking up on with him a little bit is these Upper Deck Masterpieces. These are beautiful looking cards. I have both of his signed. You'll actually see here the next card that I have, the Johan Santana. 3 really nice looking cards, 3 really cool cards, and this canvas material just it presents so well, holds the ink so well. We can even pop this out and take a look at this. Like, you can just kind of see it's more of that gloss. We'll get this to focus, but it's more of like a actual canvas material, so it just looks really cool. Love those cards, and very nice ones that I will definitely have in my collection for a long time. Up next, this is not signed, so I don't know what that's doing in here, but Brooks League, Grapefruit League, definitely will get that one signed at some point. And we'll just go stack by stack here. Willie Castro on a Topps Black. Love the Black Topps flagships. Very glad they're back for Series 2, so really cool right there. Another Minnesota Twins Hall of Famer in Michael Cuddyer. We'll go one by one, just to go a little quicker here. Cuddyer on the 2011 All-Star Game jersey card. Future Twins Hall of Famer in Max Kepler on the 2023 Topps. Always loved this set. Loved the little kind of headshot down on the bottom. Always thought those were really cool. And now it looks like we're getting into some of my favorite sets to get autographs on. Topps Stadium Club. Now, I've not really been into it for too long, but the last kind of 3 to 4 years, I've been pretty heavy into the Stadium Club. Always loved trying to get those signed. And this one right here, signed by Simeon Wood Richardson. Really nice card in the paint pen. Got an all-star right here in Joe Ryan. Really nice one. Again, this is the 2024, so that's the newest year. I don't think they've released 25 yet, but a really cool looking card, and love that image of Joe. Looks like he's throwing a circle change or something with his 3 fingers. He's just releasing the ball off his fingers, so that's pretty cool. Pablo, this one kind of bubbled a little bit when he signed it, so might have to get that one signed again at some point, but nice to have that one. And then another Joe Ryan right here. He added the 41, which turned out great. Love that kind of cinematic shot of the downtown Minneapolis. You got the Target Center right here, Target Field. And if you know what that is the B ramp right there where a lot of people park when they go to Twins games. Same exact shot, I'd say, right there. Alex Kirilloff got that one signed last year before he retired, so really happy to have that one in the collection. And then now we're going to move on to some Topps Heritage. Right here we've got Ron Gardenhire on the 64 Heritage. Got the 63 Heritage right here of Gardy. 1960 Alexi Casilla. Got that one signed TTM. One of my favorite players from when I was a kid. I remember I got his autograph down kind of by the dugout at the Metrodome when I was a kid once, so always fun to have that one. And one of my favorite Twins right here on a little 3-pack. How about, let's see, we'll put these in order. That's 65, that's 67, and that's 66, or this is 67, not 66. So we'll go 65, 66, 67, all of Trevor Plouffe. Topps Heritage again. One of the coolest sets, one of the best sets for autographs. If you do not get these cards signed, well, what's wrong with you? These cards are so cool. Love this one, and this is a great kind of trio right here for the Twins autograph card collection. On to the next stack here. Denard Span on his rookie. I always like getting Twins Topps flagship rookies done. This one, no exception, just a really nice looking card. And this one of Denard Span is by far my favorite year of Topps ever. 2008 was just iconic in so many ways. You got the short print right here of Brian Dozier getting a little Gatorade bath after a walk-off. Nice one to get signed. And then right here we have Sim on a Chrome rookie. You got a Topps 2011 Diamond Anniversary of Denard Span. All-Star Game 2014 at Target Field. Got the red Target parallel of Kurt Suzuki. Great photo on that one. We're losing cards. We'll pick that up in a second. But that was right here. Steven Gonzalez. Kyle Farmer for some more recent Twins. He was on the team last year. Unfortunately, they had to let him go this offseason, but still really nice card. And then the one that fell right here was a Jorge Polanco 1970 Topps Heritage. So that will do it for the first half of that stack. Now let's move into the second part. This one looks like it's going to be a little kind of variety of just everything here. So we'll kind of go a little quicker through this one. We're already at 10 minutes on the recording. But Pablo Lopez on a couple, always one of the nicer guys to get. His baseball IQ is unreal. I love that paint pen one that turned out so nicely, but his baseball IQ is unreal. There's kind of a Heritage Chrome refractor. and always is super nice, has time for the fans. That sapphire is a beauty. I might need to get that one slabbed. That's so nice. Got a gold right here, a rookie, and that might do it for the Popple cards. But I think there'll probably be a couple more coming up in just a second of him, but for now, nice little run of him there. And then we have Edouard Julien on his Chrome Bowman first, Austin Martin on a Bowman Chrome, and Austin Martin on a Prism with the Vandy. That's the fireworks. Got those ones signed last year at a game, the same game actually I got the Carlos Correa Stadium Club. So really nice ones right there. And then this next stack, if you guys like flame-throwing closers, you are in for a treat. We have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but 12 Joan Durans right here. Just kind of a little variety of stuff. Something I kind of started. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing it. I know he's got a new heritage I need to get done, but I got his heritage run right here. So I got his 2 minors and then his rookie, second year and third year card all the way up to 1975 Topps heritage. So nice ones right there. And then just some other ones. The rookie right there, and that is a mini T206. All right, as we move along, Corey Provis on a sapphire. He's the Twins TV play-by-play guy. Thought that one would kind of be a cool little piece for any Twins fan or collector if I ever decided to move that one. And then from that, we've got Kubel right here on that. And these are all going to be heritage of some Twins. So if you're a Twins fan, this is going to be kind of your trip down memory lane. I've got so much of this stuff. And these are some of the fun, these really fun ones to have. So you got Kepler, Polanco on what year is this? 1968 Topps heritage cards. And then as we move ahead to 1970, we have Garv Sauce right here. Always was good about signing. Griffin Jacks on a couple. Twins power bullpen arms right here. You got Joe Nathan and Griffin Jacks, actually. I love that Joe Nathan. This one, cool autograph from Joe Nathan, and that is a 1956 Topps. Gardy, fun story on this one is he had 63 ejections at this point in his career, so I got him to inscribe 63 and counting, and then he signed it Ron Gardenhire. Really fun one. Always obviously remembered as being the guy who would get ejected from games, just get fired up. So that's pretty cool. And another one of my favorite years right here, 1969 Topps heritage, Taylor Rogers. So that was an awesome one. Got that at a free signing a couple years back. So that's probably almost 8-9 years ago now, but still did get that one for free. Robbie Grossman on a 68. That is a 70. Why am I blanking on this? That might be 73, I want to say. Yeah, I think that's 73 of Jorge. And then right here, Jeffers on the rookie stars. Who would have thought he'd be the best of these three catchers between Dalton Varsho, Joey Bart, and Jeffers right there. So that's cool. And Perkins on his heritage rookie. Not one you see every day, and one of the cooler ones of my Twins heritage PC. Again, speaking of cool ones, right here's an even cooler one. Nelson Cruz, 1970 Topps. I got this one signed at the Minnesota Twins Mall Ball event on Nicollet Mall when they kind of held that in, I think it was like summer of 2019 maybe. So that was a really fun one to get, maybe 2018, but really cool. Kubel, some more Plouffe, Michael Pineda, Mitch Garver, Kenta Maeda, Nicky G, Nick Gordon, LaTroy, and Jose Miranda. Now, I don't think this is the end of the heritage, but we will definitely grab the next stack here, and let's see what brings this. This will probably be the last stack for this video. So this is probably going to be a 3-part video. If you like this, make sure to leave a like. This is going to be a big video, and there's going to be a lot of these, so it should be fun to go through them all, but I will definitely get through them all in a couple videos. This may take more than I initially anticipated, but right here you got Kirilloff and Jose Miranda, Austin Martin, Brian Dozier on a second year and on a rookie. And how about Trevor Plouffe on a rookie? Love that card. I always remember chasing that card when I was a kid in the update series. I think this was update, wasn't it? Yes, I remember chasing that one in 2010. 2011 Trevor Plouffe. And 2011 Trevor Plouffe again. This is actually an air card. That is a picture of Drew Butera, so that is not even him, but really cool to get that one done. Plouffe on the 12. Cuddy on the 2005, and then just some like Twins of the past He is an all-star or a home run derby participant this year. Brent Rooker, I think he is an all-star too, actually, but fun. Nobody would have seen that coming a while ago, but a ton of Jose Miranda. He was really cool for a long time and signed a lot. Got the Sandman, Cole Sands, Matt Cantorino, Josh Winder, and Alex Kirilloff again. So if you like this, let me know what your favorite card is in this entire video that you've seen so far. For me, I love all the Heritage. And actually, this one's pretty cool too. We'll show that in a little bit, but love how I can kind of pair that with the Buxton from that same year. Kirilloff, Julian, and you guys can see the rest of these. These are just really nice cards. Louis, Kenta right here with his normal autograph. And this is something you don't see every single day. Kenta with his kanji autograph. Which one do you prefer? For me, I'm going kanji all day. That one looks sweet. And then Nick Gordon. That is just a random Bob Cousy card in here. I don't know what that one's doing. We'll throw that away. Trevor May right here. A couple TTMs I got from him recently. Stadium Club, like I said, always has the best photography. Garver, Charlie Soto on a couple. And then it looks like we're getting into some of the most recent Twins Fest cards that I got. Zebby, Ryan Jeffers on the short print rookie. So a lot of these you might have already seen if you follow me on Instagram or if you saw my Minnesota Twins recap on YouTube. But still love to show these off. Topa, my guy. Simeon on a blue. And then just a bunch of Simeon. He's always so nice. Card collector right here in Cody Funderburk. Always fun to talk to him about cards. Marco Rea. This is Derek Felvey, Twins GM. Really nice one right there. Justin Topa. Glenn Perkins. And then I think a lot of these have actually been shown before, so we'll just kind of flip through these quick. There's something cool, and we'll stop and talk about it. Bailey, look at how weird he looks without a beard and long hair. There's a Joe Ryan. I was actually looking for these a couple days ago, so we're going to pull those to the side. Those two Ryans. And then another Duran, and there is a cool Plouffe. That is actually not very recent. That is a very old autograph. I don't know when I got that one, but Plouffe and Correa. Nice ones right there. And for now, that will do it for this portion
of the video. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a like, and I will definitely do a part 2 and probably a part 3 of this. We're just getting started with this, and I could make 10 of these videos. I have like 5 4-row boxes just full of signed cards that we could flip through. So if you guys ever want to see that, let me know in the comments, and we'll just keep making these videos. Maybe we'll post one every like 2 weeks or so. If not, no worries. Thank you guys for watching though, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.